Hey, how y'all doing? Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Yane Life with I, Ndalo Tandetolo Chaka. If you're a new listener, welcome. I hope you like what you hear. I hope you stay and continue on this journey with us. And if you're returning, I know. Listen, if I was a parent, I honestly would have gotten my child taken away from me because my consistency is basically non-existent. I'm so sorry, guys. I know I said I was gonna release an episode every month recapping on the lessons I've learned every month, but like life happened, and yeah, I just didn't, but listen, honestly, I'm not gonna promise any more episodes for this year. Not saying that we're ending it. We're not, but I'm not promising consistency for this year because, guys, one thing about Matric is a lot of work. I'll tell you, it's a lot, and like I get distracted by a lot of things, or I get a lot of work to do that just take up my time and stuff like that. I mean, I'm supposed to be studying for prelims right now, right? I'm actually procrastinating studying for prelims to release this episode, but let's not talk about that. Honestly, all I want to know is how you guys are doing, how are you feeling. Also, there's just been a lot of updates with how I release my podcast now. I mean, I used to use this app called Spotify for podcasters where I could actually record on the app and do my editing on the app and stuff like that and release it to you guys. But now I can't do that anymore, so I need to record somewhere else and share my files to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a lot of complicated things. Also on Google Podcasts, I have to move my things to YouTube, but like YouTube doesn't want to accept me. Like kuningi. But at last, I'm not here to stress you guys or to ramble about my fingers, but rather to essentially continue the series I started off. What did I even call my series? Ooh, this is so embarrassing. Isn't it my Matric Diaries? Yes, my Matric Diaries and the lessons I've learned. And I'm just here to do that. So, honestly, let's get right to it. I think the last time I released this was in May. And so I'm just going to go from June, July. Okay, it's basically all these lessons are what I've learned until now. It's August now, so for June and July, this is what I've learned. First thing, not everyone is your friend. That is one thing you'll learn, Sham, in Matric. And it's not a bad thing. If someone's not your friend, it's not a bad thing. It's just that you got to know who your friends are and who your acquaintances are, or who people are just your classmates are, and finding a clear line, or what is the word? Distinctifying, making a clear distinction, whatever. You guys, Islungu, I'm sorry, I'm still suck at it, but making it clear of who are your best friends, who are your friends, who are your acquaintances, is very important, because if you don't, it will allow other people to, essentially take advantage of you, because they think they know that you think they're your friends, but they really aren't at heart, and they just use you for things like that. And it's really important to set boundaries with people, to know, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is my friend, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 isn't my friend. But that's not a bad thing. Still be decent, have decorum, and stuff like that. I mean, you are turning 18 for most of you. Some of y'all are turning 17, some of you are turning 19, but I think just understanding that, everyone has a certain relationship to you in life, and it's not always that friend relationship, but also knowing that just because they're not your friend doesn't mean you shouldn't like greet them when you walk past them, or stuff like that. So yeah, then second lesson, guys, Matric dura. Matric is expensive, darling. Listen. Hey, if it's not the Matric jacket, it's functions. If it's not functions, it's empty dresses, cars, photographers. Guys, Matric is expensive. And I'm not going to say budget for it, but budget for it. If you have the money and you have the income to budget for it, definitely budget for it. What I want to say is, if you don't have money, don't go. Okay? I really don't like people who, go to functions knowing that they don't have money, and then now you're forcing someone else to pay for you because you don't have money. Guys, like, everyone's struggling in Matric, guys. Like, some people aren't even getting allowances, it gets stipends every now and then. Like, just be mindful. If you don't have money for something, it's as simple as not going. And yes, in the moment, you will feel FOMO, but it's better to feel FOMO than to go there, embarrass yourself, and just feel like bad about yourself that you can't afford something, or like you can't pay for yourself, right? Because it's not a nice feeling. Also, don't borrow money. Let's not start that habit. I mean, if you know that you can pay it back, yeah, sure, but like, don't make it a habit of borrowing money, because it's not good. Living as koloto, guys, owing people is not nice, and I can tell you that owing people is not nice. So just, if you don't have money, don't go. But Matric is very expensive, so if you can, tell your parents to just boost that allowance every month. Okay, then lesson number 3, make memories. It's your last year. A lot of people are going to tell you that you'll probably never see some of these people again. And you know what? They are right. It's true. Some of these people you will never see again in your life. Or maybe one day, 20 years time, you're going to go, hi-bo, babes. You're still alive, So make those memories now. Do things, go places. If you can afford to go to those places, go to those places, like... At the end of the day, like, I feel like high school is the one place that you're going to really connect with people on a genuine and honest level. For most of you, I mean, some of y'all, you decide to be friends with fake people, and I'm not going to judge. You can an event, but like, I don't know how you're surviving that. But like, yeah, make memories, because I'm really scared of the outside world. The varsity world, people are fake. They snacks, they'll use you, they will... he take advantage of you, and it's not nice. And you're going to end up missing your high school friends in varsity. I can guarantee you that, unless, of course, yes, you come from that very fake, toxic friend group, then maybe you won't. But for us who have genuine, loving friendships, you're going to miss them. So I say do as much as you can with them, or for yourself, like, just... make memories. If you can, vlog these, so one day you can look back at it and be like, oh, this was really embarrassing. I don't know why I would do that, and it's just, yeah, just do things, guys. Love it, enjoy it, but be smart about it. Don't get sidetracked of why we're in Matric. Why are we in Matric? We're here to pass. We are here to get our distinctions, and we're here to become unemployed citizens of South Africa. We're not trying to repeat this grade. Okay. Lesson number 4 that I've learned in these 2 months: dreams and aspirations change. They do change them. I mean, not even just in Matric, in life, dreams and aspirations change. And that's okay. Today you'll wake up wanting to be a doctor, tomorrow astronaut, next day stripper. That's life. And honestly, this thing of teenagers needing to know what to do for the rest of their lives at the age of 17, or actually not even at the age of 15, because that's when we choose subjects. At the age of 15 is actually really ridiculous. I truly believe that, because, yeah, guys, honestly, we change, our personalities change, who we become change, like we change underwear hopefully, I hope you're changing underwear that often. But yeah, and that's okay. It's okay to change and to adapt and to realize I actually don't want to do this. I want to do that. And I don't want to do that. I want to do this. That's fine. I think the only trouble you're going to come across is when you have to now apply for university, which if you listen to my previous episode, that's like a mission. But I think the only challenge is that obviously then you won't know where to go into, but that's also okay because you know what exists? Gap years. Gap years exist. And gap years are there to essentially allow yourself to explore different things, see what you're liking, what you're not liking. Maybe the thing you thought you liked, you didn't like. Because at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is go into varsity for something you really don't like, and then you either fail it or you have to change it, which is not a yoga. We don't want that. So go in knowing exactly what you want to do. And even if the varsity isn't what you want to do, that's fine. That's 100% fine. Don't let the world or your parents or abazali tell you that varsity, you have to go to varsity. Varsity is not for everyone. Let's just be honest. Nah? And if it's not for everyone, if you're going to go there and just fail it, that's just money going down the drain. Money that could be actually invested into your passions and the things you actually love. So, yeah, babes, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, they're allowed to change. If today you want to be in top 10, but tomorrow you don't, that's fine, my dear. That's okay. If today you want to be a prefect, tomorrow you don't, that's fine, my dear. It's okay. Allow that to happen. It's just you're growing up and you're growing older, which is scary. The next lesson, which is making me realize that no, these lessons are for May, June, and July. Not just June and July, but the next and final lesson actually, or is my final? I feel like I want to add one. I don't think so, but yeah. My last lesson, unless I think of something else, is 18 does in fact feel different. For me personally, sure, the minute I turned 18, there wasn't much of a change, It felt like every other birthday, yeah, I'm 18 now. It's not that deep. But once you actually start doing things that 18-year-olds do, and now I'm talking to my legal babies now. If you're still a minor, Nana, hey, don't do the things we're doing. But the minute you turn 18, it's like your world just opens up. I don't know what it is, but over the past few months, my social life has just exploded open. I'm not even going to say it, but my love life. My love life has just gone crazy haywire all over the place, and it genuinely felt different. It genuinely felt like I'm no longer the same person I was. Yes, well, last year or the year before that, it genuinely feels like, damn, I'm actually 18 now. The things that I got to do and the things that I got to experience as an 18-year-old was crazy. I went clubbing, guys. I went clubbing, and that was amazing. That was amazing. Don't let my parents know that, but I did go clubbing, and it was an experience, and an experience I definitely enjoyed. And yeah, I think just turning 18, you also start to realize that actually now you're gonna have a lot more responsibilities, a lot more responsibilities. But it's not that you'll be fine. It's not that drastic of a change. I think you just realize that you have more free will and things to do now. I think the scariest thing I've heard is an 18-year-old that's actually from my mom, when she's like, you must be careful of who you date, because the people you want to date now are going to want to marry you. And when I tell you that statement, Nje, it was scare. It was actually oh my gosh, this is actually so serious. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's really all the lessons I have for the past 3 months. That's how life has been. If y'all are in Matric, please let me. I think Spotify now has this feature of commenting, comment down what lessons y'all have learned. I also want to hear, some of the things y'all have learned throughout the year as well. And if you're not in Matric, I want to also know what you guys have learned. We're always learning as human beings, especially as growing teenagers. We're always learning something. So I want to hear from you guys what it is that, you've either discovered about yourself or you've learned in your grade or anything. Hey. But yeah, that's that. Honestly, that's with me. I should get back to studying. But before I do get back to studying, I want to share a moment that was so dear to my heart. There's this person in my school. I hope I'm getting your name right, sweetie, but it's Relebohile, who literally came up to me and told me that they really loved my podcast, which was just the sweetest thing ever. They really did make my day that day. I know I was a bit distracted because I had to write something for a university, but thank you so, so, so much for your support, Relebohile. And yeah, I think that's where we'll end it for today. I love you guys so, 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 so much. Keep listening. I will talk to y'all. When I talk to y'all, who knows? It could be December. It could be when I'm in varsity. Who knows? But stay sweet, stay blessed, and have yourselves a beautiful August. Bye.